Deme D, man,
Hip hop was good, you already know this is the DagogetaTv, this is your guy Deme D, Mr. Everywhere You Never There. This is another segment of On Deck with Deme, and I got another dope artist, man. I got a producer, been putting out heat for over the last decade, fire working with plenty of the artists, holding down the city while his sound is still universal. Shout out to the guy, man, 183rd.
This is
Big Horse.
I got it out the mud, so my fingernails dirty. Can't trust a nigga with my secrets, they'll burn me.
I keep hearing these deep voices. I'm at a funeral and there's heroin in these coffins. Shorty therapy, feet walking.
From her vagina lit up, the IA suicidals lift up. Cartier looking like some glitter trophies for the rifle.
Appreciate you for coming through.
Thank you for having me.
You already know, man. So we're gonna set it off. What I like to start my show with is what does hip hop mean to you?
I'm from the Bronx.
Oh shit, I mean, yeah, basically this
I'm
way
from that same side. I'm not from City, I'm from Grand Avenue, but
I mean, the Bronx is the Bronx, though. Man. The Bronx is the Bronx, though. But you already.
it ain't the Bronx, it's the Bronx.
I mean,
East, West, North, South, but I'm from the West Side.
I got you. I you know how I get down with it when it's like that. But right now, so we gonna double back to how you got into the game, how you started producing and all that type of shit. But right now, you got a dope project out right now with Smoke Dza Nym Lo.
Driplomatic Immunity.
Driplomatic Immunity.
All streaming platforms, man.
Make you do things ballsy. It's the godly, hopping out Ferraris, Benz, coupe, Beamer, smoking Marleys, enormous cream, $1 million in the bud dream. I got a marijuana.
How I got in is Johnny Stripes and Dza.
Dza?
First placement was Nipsey Hussle. Bullets Ain't Got No Name 3. First official placement was Bullets Ain't Got No Name.
Okay, so hard.
The interlude, it wasn't a beat to it, but he cut my beat off and just rapped over the he ain't even rap, he talked over the
I mean, like I said, it was the first joint, so that shit got
everybody knew. Yeah.
So right now with the Driplomatic Immunity, if someone's not familiar with your music and who you work with, what can they expect from this shit? Because this shit is definitely fire.
It's the hottest shit out, man.
Listen, it's killing this shit. Both of them going crazy, them going crazy.
Only one feature, Rome Streets is on that joint. Shout out to Rome. Because he like extended family. Shout out to Coach Bombay. Yeah.
So was that intentional, no features, or that just how it worked out?
This just, I don't want to say it was done last minute, but it was just done like, I made the beats, rapped over it, and then it was like one verse was left open for one thing, so it was like, yo, we gotta get Rome one. Niggas know I fuck with Rome hard and Coach Bombay.
He been killing it too, he been killing that shit, he represent that same type of hip hop, going down the city. And I think this is what the city needs. Like I said, the music is universal, but I feel like this shit is right here, perfect timing.
It's East Coast for me. This is me talking. I'm not even speaking for Dza and them.
Gotcha.
It's East Coast. The East Coast need to be not rebuilt, not nothing, but it's East Coast music, man.
But I want to get into that because it's like
people could be prideful. Like Cali, the G-Funk sound never went out.
Right.
YG brought it back, but if we rapping about what we grew up on, there's always a stupid New York nigga from here in media or who just want to be on. See, I want to be on in a New York way, not just new on. And it's always a nigga who will kill us, that's from us. Like, yo, I'm tired of hearing that story, but you ain't tired of hearing it. A nigga's Bankhead and sound like he from Bankhead, you love it, you know what I'm saying? But niggas a blood or a crip, you love it, you know what I'm saying? And we seen those things a million times, and I still don't get tired of seeing it. And I'm not tired of seeing what I do out here, what I grew up on and shit. Shout out to every, people experimenting. I like that too. I'm just more intelligent than the ignorant motherfuckers who say they tired of seeing something. And then when it become hot, they start doing it.
Listen, I want to get into that. That's the reason, honestly, after the music, you know, I dug into I see some of your lives and some of the people you chopped it up with, and you speak in my language, because you know that's pretty much what the DagogetaTv is about. You know, repping the city and the artists here and producers that have been doing their numbers, as well as with everybody. But so why is it that? And I try to stay like not over New Yorker, but they even got the effect on me. Why is niggas scared to rep New York?
They scared to rep?
Why? I mean, like you see how you saying like, you know, we got our own shit.
No, it's coming back regardless. like, nah, it's lane. You know what I'm saying? Like the drill lane come from hip hop. It's not a hip hop thing.
Well, I don't even mean them because they rep in Brooklyn.
They rep in New York City.
Oh,
because you got.
Well, no, I mean they rep in New York, so it's not like when you ask them in the interviews, they saying it off top. It's in their music.
But the rappers are starting to come to it. It's never really been the rappers to me. It's more so been like the media and people letting people who before it's growing so much that they letting stylists and curators and all this weird names and shit come in. Dumb niggas need to stay at what they do. If you're a stylist, you shouldn't be running a whole festival or something like that, in my opinion.
No, that's a fact, because they're not even really.
Those are the motherfuckers who fucking it up, because then they want everything to sound the same and then start getting out of the music, what you wearing, and if it's trendy and all that. They the motherfuckers fucking it up. Not really fucking up, because it could be something for them. It's just got to be organized better.
Just watering it down, you know, in a sense, just watering it down and getting off topic as far as I can say what really counts.
All the multitaskers, we got to kick them out. Either you do one thing or another.
Yeah, so I see you saying that.
Cameraman, and you start as a stylist, now you're A&R. Like, we need to stop niggas. Like, wait, hold up. You was just doing that. Stay to that. Like me, I've been a producer only. You know what I'm saying? And I don't. Me personally, when you come around me, if it was one thing, I'm gonna make it hard for you to be something else. Because it's only room for the people who deserve it, in my opinion.
Right, really working towards it.
Yeah.
And then when you're producing too, it's like if you keep changing them shit, you're not really producing.
Can't perfect no craft with nothing. It's just a whole bunch of, and that's when them people who want to invest or people who want to get money, the fans they don't become fans no more. They feel like, oh, if he doing it, I can do it, and then they get oversaturated. Nobody gonna buy nothing because it ain't no professionalism. You don't see mad basketball leagues because the NBA shut that shit down. If you're a coach, if you're a player, you turn into a coach. If you're a fucking towel boy, you never seen a towel boy turn into nothing on the court. You know what I mean? So we just gotta keep the towel boys handing us the towel while we busting in that sweat. Pause, you know what I mean?
That's how you read them out though. So speaking of perfecting your craft, when was the moment when you said, not when was the moment, but what was the inspiration to start producing as far as, you know, taking it seriously, like you said, because at some point...
There's a one solo. I met Dizzy through another motherfucker.
Oh, he was in the group. I never knew that.
Smoking Numbers. I met him through numbers, technically. Just being technical. And that nigga he fell off, you know what I mean? He stopped doing music and sucking shit, to be honest. And Dizzy kept going. I kept going.
Gotcha.
And then it was like, yo, I need a nigga to be producing my shit. All these producers that be praising this now, so even some he worked with now was curving. Because it goes like that, though.
You know how it goes, especially.
And so I started being the in-house, you know what I'm saying? That's how it started.
Okay.
And I just perfected my shit so much, you know what I'm saying?
So what was the name of the Digital? What was one of your first official beats that you
I can't
got
remember,
with
because we like probably 2,000 songs in.
Okay, yeah.
Released. Not even under.
This is like what, about over 10?
Over 10. This is dating back to like, I want to say Nipsey Hussle came out in what? 3. It came out in 08 or 09. So I want to say, I met Nipsey through him. So of course I have records with him.
Okay.
So we talking like.
Oh, okay, that's dope.
Nipsey was cinematic. We all came from cinematic.
See how long this has been in the game? So that's something else. Before I move on to some more of your music, I want to touch on too. When people say like New York hasn't been here, or they bring it back, like I'm happy that people feel that way. Mm-hmm. But part of my channel on Twitter too is when I talk about this shit, I get frustrated because I'm like, niggas been here though.
Been here.
It's just like what you said. They wasn't just listening.
Certain styles come in, and then when that trend come, it take 5 to 6 years for that trend to get out of here. When there's a trend, like a style come and it be fire, but then when the trend come, it stick around longer because mindsets, yo, I can invest in that. That's what the game is at. They think it's just gonna stay there, and it's not. It's about self-expression. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't chase nothing no more. I even fell into that chasing shit.
I mean, like you said, so at certain times, like you said, the people who they're giving a lot of this power to, that's how they direct and shit.
The hustlers, like I could be hustling in the streets, but I don't hustle people. Hustle people when you getting over on them. And I'm hustling niggas like, oh, that's over there now, that's what we doing. I'm not with all that. Like, find your lane. If it's gonna make money, it's not gonna make the most money. You just gotta know that, you know what I'm saying?
That's the problem though, so it's always
the shock value shit. Everybody want to talk about. Like right now, if you want to talk about who I'm dating on, I would not do that. You
Nah, you already know to go get a TV, we don't even play that type of shit, you already know.
So I talk about sexual shit and all that.
Like, you know, cool to talk. We can talk about some cool whatever type of shit, but ain't no reason to do all that.
No.
But so when was the moment you felt like you really transitioned? Like I know you said you perfected it as far as.
And I did that shit with A$AP Rocky for Loco. Then on that same album, Kendrick Lamar, that year, 2011, Action Bronson, Freeway. Shit just got super lit. Like shit got super lit, and niggas around me knew that. Like me, I'd have been further if the niggas around me didn't, yo, do this, do that, capitalize off this, capital. They just tried to, they tucked me. So a lot of these motherfuckers didn't.
You say tucked.
They tucked me. Like I did all this shit and allow unknown. Like so if I post something from 10 years ago that I did do in that era, everybody I love it be like, yo, my nigga, I didn't even know you did this. Okay. I wasn't at no video shoots, album release parties for these shits.
Oh, you was tough.
Niggas did bad. Niggas, my own niggas, I ain't gonna name them, but they did really bad. And you know what I'm saying, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then I just had to get it how I live. But it wasn't no money being passed around. That's why I was like feeling the way. Like I ain't getting no look or no money. It don't work like that. So it was a learning experience for me, you know what I'm saying?
And then always something. The game is,
and there was money flowing, but then niggas would try to work with more established producers. I wasn't feeling that, you know what I'm saying? Niggas that was curving them off the name I built with them before it was shit. You know,
trying to come back around. But you see, so in that meantime though, did you went directly, because you sound like you went directly to the game, or did you start off with like local acts, or something you went to direct to niggas?
No, I was doing shit with SZA, and when he was doing shit with Ski Beats, shout out Ski Beats. Yeah, shout out Ski Beats. I was there just seeing that shit, but that's how I knew I was nice, because I'm not a biased person, but I'm listening and I'm like, alright, the joint we did sound high, and the joint Ski Beats did for him sound high. Ski Beats is more established at that time. You don't smoke me, but I'm just saying, like, I never even met Kendrick or no shit like that. But he was in New York a whole bunch of times at that time. I never met him. You know, email. And that's when I gained that shit. Like, I could just email somebody, and I let that, you know, I took that on. Like, fuck, I don't need to meet him. As long as I get the credit and the money, I don't really need to meet any of these dudes. Rocky too, I never met him. Still to this day. Like, I met Currency for the first time last year, and I worked with him over 20 times.
Nice. But
that's not nice. That's fucked up.
No, I mean, nice as far as you can still get the go flowing, but like you said, with that shit, you gotta do all the extra shit as far as you can't. That's what with this email shit, with the technology shit, and just make shit. Man.
You just gotta make sure motherfuckers know who you are. You know what I'm saying? You can't let niggas tuck you. I ain't know no better. Like I got a Twitter, like it say 2009, but it was 2010. I got an Instagram in 2012, 2013. I let a lot of motherfuckers just do a lot of shit. Just going on for, yo, we gonna be it one day, and now we in the future, and it's still like I had to take the motherfucking destiny on me.
Alright, so we're here now with the fight, but I do want to talk about. I see you say a term. You said the term lawsuit money. I thought that shit was hilarious and some real shit.
Oh yeah, hip hop game is lawsuit money.
Yeah, I need you to talk to these niggas about that shit.
Because a deal is lawsuit money. When you get a deal, whether it's $1 million or $50,000, that's lawsuit money. Motherfuckers, and every nigga you know that hit the lottery. You don't even know a nigga with the lottery.
I don't know my
but you know a nigga who won a lawsuit, and it was dusty.
Yo, before you went, yo, that's some real shit.
It's the rap nigga. You know a nigga that was a bum ass nigga or a corny nigga. He got the lawsuit, and he blow it. That's what these rap niggas do. They have fun with the bread. You know what I'm saying? And I be looking like, I'm gonna be honest, I be like, well, he don't deserve the money. I don't think he deserves that position. Because they'll get in the game and blow the bread, blow the budget. You see them shit on their own niggas. And they just trying to keep up and hang out. And then ain't no studio time. Then when it's dried up, now they trying to charge niggas for verses because they on the cover of XXL 4 years ago. It's like, yo, listen, man. You blew your bread like a lawsuit. Take that L, you know what I'm saying? Like me, everybody pays me. I don't do no work for free. Everybody pays me. That's why I'm shining. Because everybody pays me. You know what I'm saying? Because a nigga, if you do it for free, a nigga get the look with you and go to the next motherfucker, and now you playing catch up. Like, yo, remember when you ain't had nothing I was doing? Now they argue with you, or they like, oh, I'll just give you a verse. And now, you know, yeah, it's a lit artist give you a verse, but if you ain't got, you a producer, if you ain't got a package like a cat, like Khaled or somebody like that shit ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So, as a producer, if you get paid, And you know, I work every day. Like from here, we're going to go shoot a video from here. You know what I'm saying? Yesterday we shot one the day before. And when we get our bread, we got a little deal. When we get our bread, we put the money back into it. We go and pay for the cameras, we pay for the locations. Features, we even pay for features. The money circulate. At least me, I'm gonna speak for me.
Get how you live it though.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying. The bread circulate. You know what I'm saying. Now, how much? That's negotiable. You know what I'm saying. If you want some beats from me, it can swap out like that. Like yo, let me get some beats. Artists done said any big artist, I don't need no bread from you. Just give me 5 beats for this verse, and you know, and then we'll exchange it like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
the barter system is real when you're really working.
I do that sometimes.
Yeah, no, when you're really working and you establish, I do that shit all the time. People have done it for me. Yeah,
another producer tried to shit on me years ago. We had an argument, and he more lit than me. He was a little more lit than me at the time, and he told me, nigga, this game about collateral. Niggas in your camp won't even stand by you. And he was telling the truth because the collateral of me. And he was right. And we cool now, but that was just the most important thing. It's about collateral. World.
I mean, that's not just with the music, that's with the game too. But I do want to see something else you spoke on before we get out of here. The one, a lot of people, we all know it didn't just start. Because I seen you spoke on that too with the one producer, one rapper shit. We all know it didn't just start.
Oh no, it didn't.
Yeah, we all know that shit. But
it's not the sun.
Yeah, but I see a lot of different angles, a lot of different people acting like they've been on it. But you've been on it.
Yeah. Create the placement. Because when the trap shit came around, it was impossible. Like, listen, to get near artists, you have to like dress a certain way to get to them. You gotta bro them. You gotta feed the ego. Me, I'm a nigga. I got an ego too. I'm a producer. My beats is mad hot. Like I know it is. So I'm not about to. Listen, if you just want what's hot, I'm gonna win if it's just off that. So, you know, when artists come down, like, you know, if you black, the only nigga holding it down is Hit Boy that's black doing the whole project. They don't let black producers like do that shit for some reason. Like, you know, and then not to start it up like that, but no, you know what I'm saying? But now it's me. It's like you gotta be white to do a whole project. You know what I'm saying? Or you gotta be from that era, yeah. It's like, but yeah, it's just so much slower because they want to just get to their peers that's legend. So it's gonna slow up for a younger niggas. So they, you know what I'm saying? Or even if the nigga give them a bag, they're not gonna really push you. And you know what I'm saying?
Because the
push. No, remember they got bread. They could have signed everybody that's popular on the hip hop level years ago. So I don't know why niggas go to them niggas. They don't have no real interest. You know what I'm saying? They still looking for a deal. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I'm building my shit up. By the time I'm like 40-something years old, I'm a sign to act. Even if you work with somebody else, I'm a sign. I'm a contributor at my age that I am. They not contributing at their age they are, to be honest. They not.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
So a lot of the media too as well is like, it ain't really cutting it. So, you know, I'm trying to do my little part. Highlight guys like you, highlight people like you, artists like you, rappers like you, the city, and even outside the city. But before we move on, I just wanna shout out to some of the ones you've done, like one albums with, you've done a whole collaboration with that you.
Everybody in New York.
Bring to the light.
Oh, you want me to name something?
Not just some of the people, like some of the up and coming artists you work with. I know you work with
a
lot
of
people. On the Grand up here, that's how I came on to some of your beats.
On the Grand Voice, because he had another name before, so I always fuck his shit up.
I always fuck his shit up too, man.
100 Grand Voice, man.
183rd Street.
Doing 125 in a 65, got the windows down, blowing on loud, playing the ride. Yeah, the missus in the front seat, Gucci blocking the sun. Fool me once, did a good job, it won't be twice. Moving so precise, take an inch off, you lose your life. Through the night, plotting how to make it, pursue it right. Moving like the mortgage is overdue, and I hope I'm right.
Definitely up and coming, killing shit out here.
Facts.
Boy, Shy Hef, I see you do a lot of shit with him.
Shy Hef.
I kind of I found out, I heard something else with him, but then something with him too.
From Queens.
Okay.
Y'all know Cello?
Queens in the building. I'm not even in now. I'm gonna check that out. So you already know.
You know, and them, you know, me and them built ground up.
Yeah, salute to him. Where's them from? He's from Harlem?
He from Harlem.
Okay. Yeah, salute to the Bronx too. Salute to Harlem, Queens in the
Uptown.
building. Uptown. Nah, Queens in the building.
I just live in Queens, yo.
Yeah, the part. It don't even matter. It don't matter.
Yeah, but it's Jamaica, South Jamaica.
Okay,
I know I live
there. The best part.
Oh, you from down there too?
Yeah, I'm from everywhere. I live in Jamaica, Hillside, Rosedale. Okay. But you know, it's Hollis all day too. But Who is your favorite producer rapper?
Producer rapper?
Producer rapper. And you know, back in the day, on the current level, you want to speak to.
That's a good question.
Favorite producer rapper. You can take some time to think on that one.
Damn, usually it's all New York, but this one I'm gonna go. This one I'm gonna go. Why am I a biased person like that?
Dude, I'm saying do the New York. Don't come here and not do the New York.
There ain't no New York producer rappers. Oh, Havoc, excuse me, Havoc. Havoc is the best producer rapper. To the point where I forgot he was a producer because he's a rapper. And then I forget he a rapper because he's so good at producing.
R.I.P. Prodigy, you heard it first, that wasn't coerced.
Hold on, wait, because you know, we talk Prodigy that Queensbridge style. You know they got like that style, that how they rap. And Prodigy ain't rap like that. I heard Prodigy say that shit in his book, like Havoc told him how to do the Queensbridge rapping style and all that.
Yeah.
So Havoc burnt P on a couple joints too before.
Yo, listen, I'm a Mobb Deep fanatic, so you can not say, yeah, so
Cobra.
I feel like
Burnt like
but after once you got to like Infamy, America's Nightmare, Havoc was kind of like killing shit. So
yeah, like.
Yeah, but so
honorable mention the best producer rapper to me is DJ Paul from K6 Mafia.
Okay, I fuck with the Mafia too though.
A lot of people don't mention that. DJ Paul make the beat and rap.
I think they speak more on his production than the rhyming.
That nigga one of my favorite niggas, and I don't really like niggas that's not from New York. But
I fuck with the Mafia.
K6.
Salute. And so I come to you, 4-man posse cut. I want you to produce this 4-man posse cut. Who's the 4 MCs that's making this posse cut?
I did an L4 one.
I mean, listen, that's
it was Shooter, Dza, Benny, and Nym Lo. Or Time Rush. But you talking about Future?
I'm saying, yeah, I come to you.
I have my man 100 on that joint. I have Nym on that joint. I have Dza and Nym. But I think Nym already.
You said 100, you said Dza, Nims.
Shy.
Not Nims, Nym Lo.
No, Nym Lo.
Yeah.
Nims is hard too. I got to join with Nims, so I got a record or two with him too.
Yeah, just plugged up the album one time. What you plugging right now? Driplomatic Immunity.
Driplomatic Immunity be on it. I'm producing a joint for 100. We in the studio doing that right now. What we mixing this some shit?
Yeah, we mixing.
We mixing right now. We did the beats and shit and all that. So you know what I mean? I appreciate you having me here, and I'm coming again because I know it's way more pussy.
Yeah. You already.
I'm on the time restrict.
Listen, we do it for the culture. We out here, we working hard, grinding. Salute to my nigga 100 grand. We all working with the DagogetaTv. It's Deme D, Mr. Everywhere. You never did.
Right.
Deme D, man, fan.